kwenye introduction na tunasema wewe ndio utafanya the next one. Good thing nimejikatch before. I go hapana. Kuna shida ya macho. Kuna shida ya macho. Hello beautiful people, and like I said, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Joe.
My name is Jay.
Yeah, and today we are coming to you from the man cave. I think the last video I did, I introduced people to the man cave and how it's going to be. And this is where we'll be doing the podcast. But this is not the podcast, but this is what we'll be doing. So welcome to my man cave. Hata kama unaona tengeneza, how do you feel? Being allowed into a man's world. Lazima ujiweke hapo. Tunaendelea. Lazima ujiweke hapo. Leo sina nguvu mingi ya kuwaki. Kama utashinda. Tu. Hiyo ndio sio. Waje tu. Lazima kama namba na. And that's what you're gonna see. But anyway, we continue regardless. What was the matter doing about very very shy, very protective, live with her. Enjoy. But anyway, you're good peeps. Kuna kita yangu hapo hivi. You see, one of the things I've done without your help. Anyway, guys, so that you don't miss once I start getting guests in this studio, make sure you go and subscribe to the other channel so that you don't miss on anything. It's called Cruise with the Captain. Yeah, guess who came up with that name? You know, the prince. I'm too brilliant. You had to say that. So I'm going to subscribe to it. Itawaletea vitu mzuri. No, you know they listen to you. They never listen to me. But they listen to you. Ukiwaambia kitu lazima watafanya. Hata nimesahau chenye we were supposed to talk about today. What are we supposed to talk about?
Papa kuchangia.
Papa kuchangia. What did I want to talk about? But they imepotea.
Wedding.
Wedding. Oh yes. Wedding. and you see, this is one of the topics about tumetaka kufanya sana. But we never did them, and it's because it's a very important aspect. Even without asking her, I know she would just go for the wedding. What do you tell the ladies? To make sure they do the wedding.
Where you going?
To where they go.
Where you going?
Anyway, maybe this is what I'm gonna say. and the reason why I want us to talk about this is because it's a very important as far as finances are important. The last video we did money and marriage, and it all begins with the wedding. Yes, you can learn your person and everything, but then so many things begin after you do the wedding. And I'm not saying people should not get married. What I'm saying is, you know my answer, because I've done this so many times. What I'm saying is, postpone that wedding. Postpone that wedding.
So it will happen eventually. So
yeah, it will happen because this is what happens. And actually last time we did a story on Instagram, and we asked people to contribute their thoughts. So that's what we want you guys to do. Contribute your thoughts on the comment section on how you perceive this. Anyway, there was this story that was around. I don't know where I saw it, but it was by a prominent Instagram profile about this lady who was complaining that she had spent 2 million already in her wedding. Na already ashachoka na husband wake. And then you see, for me that was weird because for her it's not about the marriage. It's about the wedding. It's because she paid for it. So and I feel as if it's a waste of it's a waste of money because she paid for it. My question is, would she have felt the same if it was the man who paid, who had paid for it? That begs, that brings this question: is it is it easy for women to walk away when things don't work out because they didn't spend a day? Hold on to that thought. And you people, I want you to put it in the comment section. Another question that raised in my head and which I did not get or I could make sense on is, why is it that it's a man's job to finance a wedding? Because that's what people are implying. And when most ladies come out and say I paid for my wedding or I did this and this and that, I financed this and this and that, they are bashed by other women as if you're not supposed to do that. As if it's a bad thing or as if it's a desperate move.
Yeah.
But why do we behave that way? Before we go on to why I say postpone that wedding, and I'm talking to the men. But if you're a wise woman, tell it to me. If you're a wise woman, you'll agree with me. I'm not saying not agreeing with me doesn't make you a wise, but if
Tutajikonfidia.
yeah, babe, what do you think? Now you can comment on it.
I comment on which one.
Since I told you that the one I said hold that thought.
Well, I don't think it's easy for women to work out on something that they haven't paid for. Because even if you check in most relationships, women stay. As in, we normally have that like hope and faith
Or a
that
fantasy.
something will change.
Or a fantasy.
Yes.
Let's call it what it is. It's a fantasy.
Anyhow you like. we rely on that.
Yeah.
And you find someone is staying even in an abusive marriage or even a relationship. It's not a marriage, a relationship peke yake, but the woman is willing to stay there hata kama contribute financially.
Okay. Before we continue on this conversation, I know what people start doing. Please don't quote the Bible and say, oh, wedding, blah, 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 it's biblical. There's no way a wedding is biblical. And I've come to notice that most people don't read the Bible.
You know why it is? Because actually it's a quote just being happy that it says you should, a man and a woman should go before God. And make those
Exactly. And there's also a verse that says, and there's a verse that says, and there's a verse that says, whatever is born here on earth is also born in heaven. It talks about all the covenants that are made between people. If you make a covenant here on earth, it's also made in heaven. Now, the reason I'm saying wedding is not biblical or it's not the way like people say is because you find most churches, sorry, I have to. Most churches wanataka kuwa na, most churches have converted from like the gospel to having a doctrine. And most people confuse that a doctrine is not the gospel. It's a way of doing, and that's why Christianity, Islam, all those things, they're called organized religion. It's because you have motaratara, like you have the way you do your things, and that's a doctrine, and it's not biblical. It's because you're bringing in your culture into there. There's some churches you can never wear unless you have paid dowry. And yeah, because they're trying to convert these and these and using the scriptures and everything. But to me, a marriage begins the moment a man and a woman make a covenant.
And where is that covenant made?
It does not matter. And this is what people need to be very careful, is because there's that meme that was saying that unaona kulikuwa kumechorwa, there was a picture of kids, a boy and a girl getting married, and then ilikuwa meme ambayo kasema you've been wondering why you're not getting a husband, kumbe ulifanya harusi kitambo. Now ulishaolewa. People take that as a joke, but as long as you're an adult and you met a man or a woman and you start speaking things to one another, it's a covenant you're making. because people need to start realizing that words have power. And the moment I say, I am yours and I'm yours forever, it's a covenant, it's a promise. Because does it make the one that you stand before people and say until death grows apart, does it mean it's different for nitakupenda maisha yangu yote, the one mnadanganyana before you start dating? Does it? No, it does not. And then you go, yeah? No, it is the same thing. It is yeah, but it is the same thing. Ijaishi kama mliambiana kwa kichaka because as long as mliambiana, God was involved. Yeah. And then you went ahead and had sex. You consummated that relationship. So most of you are married to so many people, and I'm sure you're not gonna get this through. You're not going to understand this because you don't want to accept the fact that you're married to multiple people, and that's how ties come about. It's because you said something, and you are tied into that. So that's why I'm saying it does not have to be a big wedding for it to be marriage. Some of you are married even before you do a wedding before the people. Because of the things that mmeambiana. Okay, so that is settled. That said, an AG wedding is not as bad as people think. However, if you go to your pastor and tell them you want to do an AG wedding, they might oppose. Not for your own benefit, but for their own selfish benefits. Why? It comes back to mtaratara, like you said. Most churches want to do this and this. Waambia wewe hii kanisa inakuwa na wasichana wanakuwa hivi au wavulana wanakuwa hivi. Hawa wanafanya harusi. It's all about washing the cup outside instead of inside. They don't care about are they teaching you how to handle the marriage after after that. The reason why I said you need to stop doing this thing and postpone that wedding is because people are broke, people don't have money. And people have been doing weddings on charity. Yeah. Yeah. You find people putting you, actually kuna watu who go even ahead of putting you kwa group ya kutoa dawa. And then they put you in that WhatsApp group for wedding. Now, the worst part is taking a loan, doing a wedding. Now you have started your marriage mkiwa naked. Because people know hamna kitu. If people contribute to your wedding, they feel like entitled. They are part of it. They are part of it. And I can tell you this one for free. Anyone who has worked in a service industry can tell you how entitled people get. I work in an airline and people still think that flying ni high ni huku. Like ni watu wako huku. So every time mtu analipa ticket, it doesn't matter kama ni ya pesa kidogo au ni pesa mingi. As long as anaenda na ndege, ana feel like I'm here and you should treat me as person is here. So now those are the same people you're putting on your WhatsApp. They're the people who start asking you mnapata watoto nini. Because they feel like they are part of this relationship. Yes. Plus you see you're starting your marriage at a very shameful point. So in a society. Plus, and I don't know why people feel like it's okay to do this. Because those are the things in Fanyaga, what on could you break up later. Now the money issue. You have taken a loan, whoever took a loan or whatever. This loan, whatever 1 million, 1.5, 2 million, whatever, you have gone and put in an event, one day event, people have come and eaten, wamewasifu, wamewachia zawadi, na bahasha ziko na 1,500 ndani. which is okay. However, you are on a debt. Some people, because wame spend so much and they didn't have squeeze just to fulfill that mtaratara to kufurahisha watu hawajani, like the pastors, unapata they don't go for honeymoon, wanajifungia kwa nyumba, or they just disappear somewhere. Yeah. So you have spent this money and then all of a sudden mnakuja mnaanza kuishi pamoja. the excitement is gone. Actually, most people who do weddings in church wanafanyanga cause just most of them are just funny. That's why people get married young. No, I swear, cause because you have been taught by your youth pastor sex is bad, you should not do sex, blah blah blah. So umejifungia hiyo time yote, and then the first female you see uko katika kanisa unasema sababu unasema tu wewe mtu wa kanisa nini, you should be equally loved, blah blah blah. You do not marry for love, you are influenced by other things, aka religion, nini hizo vitu zote ndio yani. You start living with this person, life inaanza kuwatalika. Now you're paying the loan. Hiyo kwa zaidi ya kununua shamba, at least ungenunua shamba ama ungenunua nyumba. Now you're paying off this loan. I think the moment unapata tu shida kidogo, and then you start learning about this person.
Outside the church.
Yes, outside the church. So unaanza kuona kumbe dada si dada. Is it I'm getting it? Now, what makes this marriage not even survive is because, one, you are living together not because you want to live together, it's because you have to. People supported you, you spend money. You feel like you're living this, sometimes a break is very important. I'm not saying you divorce, but taking a break. But you can't do this because of what people say, what people think. Na huku hivi mko na shida la pesa. And that's why ukiona mtu mmoja amefanya kitu ka pesa or something you didn't want, unaanza kukasirikiana. And people don't know this, but 80% of the problems in marriage begin because of money. Now you started as a negative.
Negatives.
Now do you agree with me when I'm telling people postpone that wedding until you can fully afford it?
Why are you postponing?
And the way I've explained very nicely.
Don't postpone.
And the way I've explained very nicely. Though.
You have, but that is for...
And I'm making sense.
Yeah.
But you see, I know why you could say people don't postpone. Is because you have lived with that fantasy since you are there.
Of course.
And you want it to be fulfilled.
Yes, and I'm not even picturing. I don't know if Kazimo Awati or Awati.
Ni wewe on that gown.
I just want to wear my gown. That's it. If you'll be there, good. If you'll not be there.
But what I'm saying is, it's okay to do a wedding with 10 people.
Yes.
As long as you can afford it.
Yeah. And that doesn't have to wait 10 years.
Yeah. Okay, so let's agree on this. That I think people need to start being taught and being told the truth, because if you are to go by the Bible, because people in the Bible get married and everything, then do it as the Bible used to do. They used to do a party for 7 days. Do it the right way. Now in the Kisha you pray like Jesus did. Turn water into wine. So but anyway, that's aside. But all I'm saying is you can even stand, unaona Sunday imeisha, stand in front of the church, muombewe, mshikanishwe 5 minutes, you send those things down. But because people are so ashamed, you want to protect a life that's not yours. People cannot fathom doing that.
Sometimes it's not even shame. I think it's what do we say? A cultural celebrations. None of them
Call it what it is, programming. It's programming. Things we need to unlearn so that we can learn new things. People have been
programmed to think of ceremonies as it has to be huge or nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
So you just communicate in peace. But what I can say is, weddings, if you're not careful, will be the reason why you're going to break up. It doesn't have to be huge, and this is my personal opinion. It doesn't have to be you. By all means, if you want to take a loan, go ahead. If you want to start a WhatsApp group and put people there to changa, by all means, go ahead. However, my opinion is it's not that important. What is important is what follows, which is the marriage.
The stuff, what
Yes.
you're getting into.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and when we read that story on Instagram, there is a lady ambayo alisema that something a comment about a man paying for the wedding or something. And this is my opinion. If you're a man and you're listening to this, if you ever meet a lady who thinks it's a man's job to pay for the wedding or finance the wedding, atosifikie twice. Leave that person. Like, leave that person. Because that person is mentality yake on money is on a spiral downward, and she's gonna cry and she's gonna crash with you. Because that's the same person who will say these are a man's responsibility in the house, blah blah blah. Hata akiwa na pesa yake na una mama njaa, she will not remove and give you. It doesn't matter, and this is what I'm saying. If a man doesn't want a wedding, and most people have broken up because of that, which I think is stupid. You are good together, however, one person wants the wedding more than the other. And then you find that people are breaking up. I say this, whoever wants the wedding most, watch out for them. Even if it's the woman. Don't say, I want this kind of wedding, this dream of wedding, but then this is my man is the one who's going to finance it. Aende kwenye atoe dawari, akuje atoe do, and then you expect the same person to do things a man is supposed to do in the house, because you think he's the one who should be paying maybe bills and everything. Wewe kazi yako ni kununua chumvi kisha na kutoa 20 bob ya paki.
Sio ni pesa bado.
No, I'm just saying, and this is what I would want to see most men do. Because I want to be a madam. This is what I want most men to do. Stop dating women. We have been doing it for so long that they have become so entitled that a woman can never date a broke guy. But then the moment ameshika door, all of a sudden she expects him to do all these things. What I'm saying is, first of all, don't get stressed by a woman who cannot provide half the things she's asking for herself. That's number one. Number two, stop dating broke women, because they're the worst. Kwa sababu hao ndio wanakuja na this thing, like they wameshindwa kufanya vitu zao, even their family has failed to do the certain things for them. They want you not to come, and all of a sudden you have to do those things. And then wataanza kufanya vitu, you're doing the things for her, and then you're doing things for their brother, their siblings, their parents. No, stop doing that. We are not talking about ambition or money. You can tell a smart person by interacting with them. Yes, and you can tell someone ako hivi na hivi. And that's what I'm saying. Judge those people by that, like by that standard. And kama unataka to go for career, me I support to go for a career woman mwenye anaenda mahali. Because not all careers go anywhere. Most of them are dead ends. So ukiona kama mtu anakubeba ni kama you're part of her plan. And how do you know? You know by how she thinks about weddings. So that's number one. So that's number one. That's what I would say. So me I say, I'm telling you guys, postpone that thing. Fanyeni vitu za maana.
Don't postpone. Don't postpone. Men have something else. They can tell you postpone and you keep postponing 10 years, 20 years, you have 3 children, no marriage.
No marriage. But Marriage is there.
No, there's no. That's not a marriage.
It's a marriage.
No.
Me bado nimekwambia love me forever. It's a marriage. Before God, it's a marriage. You should meet really Kikuyu men. Unaanza kuongea na yeye. Before you know it, 15 years down the line, you have 4 children.
Bado mna postpone.
Nilikwambia kwa kando kwa hiyo. Unajua? Hii nyumba inakuwa empty. Ndio amefanya na kupatia tu pesa kwa sana hivi. And that's the best way to go. Anyway. All I'm saying is know your limit. And stick to your limit. That's all I'm saying. But if you wanna go above and beyond, just go. But where you are, everything that you do now has a consequence. It could be immediate or it could be long term.
Yeah. You're taking from the future.
Yes.
Everything that you're doing now.
Yeah, you're going from the future.
Yeah.
And unapata inafika mahali kila kitu zinapatana pale. There's no room for expanding. There's no room for, like, you can't turn back. You can't. Yeah. So that's.
What did you mean by break? What did you mean by break?
Break what?
A break is good.
Oh, a break. Oh. Hapo ndo nikwama.
Sasa umemaliza sasa to explain.
You find people start quarreling.
Yeah.
And most people start quarreling or fighting because of familiarity. Before you know someone so well, you are excited to even see them. Mnaonana wiki, mnaonana weekend, you're excited and everything. Everything they do is fascinating because there's still a mystery. You start living with them, you learn so much. And it's not good knowing so much about your partner because now kunakuwa na hiyo familiarity. Nothing they do is special anymore. Unaanza kuzoeana. And that's where things start going wrong. So mtaanza kuargue vitu za ufana, and that's where pettiness comes in because mmeacha kuvalue each other. So take a break. Okay, kuna wenye wanasemanga change your environment, go for a vacation and everything. But sometimes also take a break from each other. So what I mean is have your personal days.
Msishinde pamoja.
Msishinde pamoja. And si lazima ati kwa siku moja. It could be a weekend.
Yeah.
If you're a woman, go on a girls trip. If you're a dude, go on a guys trip. But you're only car 4 days. Disappear. But people wanashinda to take these breaks is because they care so much about what watasema nini. Tusipoenda kanisa hii pamoja this Sunday. No, nikusema tu na just saying. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying because people think no, the reason why nimesema hivyo is because watu waliwatolea pesa ya harusi. So wanataka kuona pamoja wote. Mbona mjamaa chunguo this Sunday? Wamekosana. Like they're in your business so much and it's very difficult to take a break from each other if you're in your business so much. And this is why people should never be too close with their family once you get married to the extent that you're sharing everything. It's okay they're your family, be close with them.
Yeah.
But never disclose anything about your family. Because unafikiri unaongea na sister yako, sister yako anaongea na sister yake, sister yake anaongea na mama yake. Not everyone in the family knows what this person did. And then it's the same person mtaenda naye weekend ama mwende ile ya Yesu inakuwa gani? Leo ya Yesu kuzaliwa. Wachana kufa. Ya kufa. Easter. Ya kuzaliwa ni Christmas. Past. So amwezi kwa nyinyi mnaenda huko hivi na ndio kama wanaangalia tu jamaa na watu ngombe. It's because you've talked so much. And you has an influence.
Kama ni ngombe sio ngombe. Mbona unataka kuprotectiwa na unabehave vibaya?
Sasa utaita mtu mwingine ngombe na nyinyi mnakisijoga na ngombe.
Ni sawa. Kama ngombe uitwe ngombe.
But anyway, don't listen to Joy.
No,
Don't do
you're
that.
protecting them.
No, don't do that. All I'm saying is,
Behave
like,
well.
no.
Yes.
Wacha na nini.
Usistress
Let's take those.
mtoto wa
We were
wenyewe.
talking about taking breaks. Mtoto mgani wa wenyewe?
Usistress mtoto wa wenyewe.
Hakuna mtoto hapo, ni
Eh,
mkubwa.
kwa
Mtu
mama
mzima.
yake ni mtoto bado.
But anyway, don't do that. So, yeah.
Me, what I'd say is, if we don't want to be talked about, don't be bad. Don't misbehave. Because if I keep quiet with the problems that I'm facing at home, I will not be a good wife. I will not be a good mother. I will not be a good neighbor. I will not be a good sister.
We don't have to like keep quiet. Wewe fanya hivi. Ingia kwa shower. Weka music. Fungulia shower. Weka ile temperature ya kutoa kuku manyoya ile mnapenda.
Si tushazoea.
Piga nduru. Piga nduru proper. Hiyo ikishinda take your car or Uber or whatever. Go to Ngongis. Panda huko juu. Wachilia ile nini? Wachilia ile tusinge kwa nimepita. Enda achilia ile nduru proper.
Hapana.
Ukishamaliza useme we. Hapo niko
Let's behave properly.
Anyway, we were talking about taking breaks. And if you need one this weekend, talk to Jara kuhuka kuna very good deals. Yeah. So anyway, I think you're tumemaliza. Washanisikiza. Hawatakusikiza.
I know that to agree na yeye. Tumemwacha tuongee.
But I'm making sense.
You are, but that's all. Kwa
Anyway, what do you think about my new place? Nianza kuleta guest. You'll be my first guest by the way. You'll be my first guest by the way. She'll be my first guest for those people who want to see her as my first guest. Naweza sema kitu. Put a thumbs up. Tamweka ende atakuwa guest number 1. Tuongee kipindi sasa. Tushamaliza hiyo talk hiyo. People have understood me.
Hatujamaliza.
Wewe. Kama unataka kunini kuendelea kuongea. Anzisha channel yako. Podcast. Unataka kusema nini? What do you want to say? Come with a beautiful speaker. And a very beautiful smile. It's done. It's over. Until next time, guys. Cheers. We love you. Don't forget to like.